Welcome back to the
Welcome back
ONJ YouTube page.
to the
I'm your co
ONJ YouTube page podcast.
I'm your co-host
Wherever else
Jeremiah.
we upload. I'm your co-host Orlando.
This is post Knicks. Hey, I just watched it. We just watched Knicks
Big
Cavs.
Cavs.
Post Knicks Cavs. New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers. Knicks got the dub. They won by 8, 111 to 119.
Yes, sir.
Uh just I guess a minor injury, just a few injury reports. Darius Garland was out. He's gonna be out for a little while. DeAndre Hunter was out for the Cavs. Max Strus was out for the Cavs. On the Knicks side, I know we had Mitchell Robinson. Um, that was it. Yeah, for the Knicks side, that's from what I saw. Just Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah,
Just
I
your
think
thoughts?
Cat
Oh,
was questionable, but he ended up actually playing the
yeah,
game. So
that was interesting. What was it? Was his what was the injury? It was his it
I don't
wasn't
know.
like his quad or something. It wasn't his quad. It was like a I saw the Shams post, but I wasn't sure like if he was gonna play or not.
Yeah, man, I got switched. I woke up, it was questionable. Midday,
Yeah,
he was out completely. Then it was back to questionable.
right.
Like, man, make a choice. The
Yeah,
first game.
yeah,
Gotta start
yeah.
off
That's what it
strong.
was. It was his quad. So I guess he ended up. I guess he was feeling better. So good for him. Uh, Knicks have a new coach, so it was great to get a first win with a new coach, new system. Uh, and in front of your home crowd, right? We New York is probably one of the more, I'd say, tougher and active fan bases that we have probably in the whole country. Um, their fans are active, and I mean they're gonna stick by their squad regardless. So the expectations are high, on a night to night basis, when you're playing there. But just your thoughts on the game overall.
So first off, talking about the fans,
Mm-hmm.
so many celebrities during that game.
Oh, what?
I think every time they panned out to the crowd, you could point one or two celebrities every single shot.
Oh, Ben Stiller, Spike Lee, uh, dang,
Everybody.
seen somebody else. Jimmy Fallon. Uh, yeah, I mean it was some people there. It was some people there for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I think defensively though, they look. I mean, I don't want to say they didn't play defense under Tibbs. I mean, Tibbs is that type of coach, but I don't know. I feel like they turned a lot of defense into offense for sure. They were very active in the passing
yeah.
lanes. I mean,
Yeah.
like
I
what you expect with that type of lineup, having OG, just first of all, even just the thought of that. You have OG Anunoby and Miles and Mikal Bridges. I'm about to say Miles Bridges. Mikal Bridges in your starting lineup.
yeah.
Like what are we
You're gonna
talking
keep
about?
the defense one way or another.
Like what are we talking about? Knicks have no reason to not, especially once Mitchell Robinson comes back. They do not have a reason to not be a top five defense this year. I don't see why not. Why can they not be a top five defense?
The key thing is about, so we know no coach. Whole focus is on offense.
Josh Hart as well. Keep going, but Josh Hart as well was out as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Josh Hart was out. The whole focus I think here is trying to improve that offense compared to last season. So I don't want them to lose their defensive ability and trying to find their offensive ability. Because if you watch this game, like
Hmm.
you said, they had great defense. Like I would look down on my phone, look back up, and they're going on a fast break because they just
Yeah.
stole a ball.
Yeah.
It was happening all over the place. So the
Yeah.
defense is still there. Now with this new offense, you could tell that they're classic, fast pace. And I don't think there's not been many occasions where a team can keep a fast pace and have good defense at the same time. Because eventually the team's gonna wear out. So it's gonna be interesting so that they find that balance to last all the way to the playoffs and if they make it to the finals. Because keeping both of those things together is gonna be tough for them.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also like I mean within their offense, you kind of see, what you kind of expected, what was kind of the rumor heading into the season in terms of Jalen Brunson not being on ball as much, right? Like maybe just he doesn't have to bring the ball up every single time. You know what I mean? Mikal Bridges led the team in assists, right? So there's other guys on the court that Coach Brown could use to initiate that offense, right? And I mean, it was good to see as well. Like, not Brunson didn't shoot the ball the best, right? I mean, he was 5 of 18. I think that may be an adjustment just for him, just probably not probably being on ball as much as he's used to, you know what I mean? And his usage rate not being so high. But I think that probably may be an adjustment, just and you see like even Mike Brown would have sets ran for him to get him open, right? But I think that'll probably be an adjustment, just him not having to initiate, all the time, like initiate the whole offense and him like, hey, Mikal could, bring it up and, call the set out and get and call me off the and get me off the pin or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think that'll be an adjustment, but I think that'll be good. I think it'll be good for Brunson in the long run, especially come playoffs. When they're gonna need him probably in those series to take over. Playoffs is 80 games, 81 games for now, but I mean. With how the Knicks are looking and how they look today, even without Darius Garland on the other side, I mean they look like I said earlier. I don't see why they shouldn't be a top five defensive team this year. There's no way. There's no reason why not.
I mean, when you got OG and Bridges, I mean, like they're always gonna be on the defensive end. Like I think
Right.
that's their bread and butter right there that they're always gonna fall back to. Like they're those players that they can have a bad game and go back to being on the defensive end. And if they have a bad game, I think the Knicks have people who will pick up on that. Like you don't need them to be the stars. And I think that's very important for them.
Yeah. I mean, OG shot the ball well too, right? Like he was 4 for 9 from three. He led the team in scoring essentially 24 points. So he had a great game. That I mean, you want to see your big shoot over 50%. I mean, I feel like that should be a minimum. But I mean, 5 for 12 from the field. Mikal Bridges had a solid game, 6 for 11. Led the team in assists, like we said earlier. But I mean, it was a good win for the Knicks. And with the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, he had an incredible that third quarter,
Mm.
21 points in the third quarter.
Cooking, cooking. What does Shaq say? Barbecue chicken? Is that what Shaq said?
He finishes the game with 31 points and he scores 21 of them in the third quarter.
Yep.
Uh that third
Cook.
quarter, I mean, I don't know, and then he went out as well. I don't know if it was the same. I mean, I don't even remember. I didn't even check after the last episode we posted yesterday. I didn't even check Amen's injury report. Like it was cramps, right? That's
Oh,
what it
you
looked
know
like.
what? I completely forgot to check his injury.
Yeah, I didn't check. So I wasn't sure if Donovan Mitchell had the same thing. Like, he went so hard in that third quarter and then maybe just started to cramp up maybe in the fourth. I mean, it looked like they were stretching him out, so I'm assuming it was cramps. But I mean, I didn't really I don't think I heard the announcer say anything like what it may have been. But that third quarter, I mean, he had an incredible third quarter. I would say like him and Giannis like are like two players I do not want to like be a defender of when they're just like full speed coming down into like coming at you like down the court, like on a straight line. Like, cause like Giannis, of course, he's big and physical, dunk on you, just run you over, whatever. But Donovan Mitchell, like, he plays so low to the ground and he's like and I mean he has the ball on a string essentially and he could just like do whatever he wants when he gets that full burst coming at you. Right. So I mean that was great to see. Evan Mobley had an incredible game as well. Good to see him, handling the ball more, right? Um and just using his perimeter skills. And it seems like they're letting him truly just truly like show his skill set and handle that rock on the perimeter, which was good to see as well. Um Lonzo had a solid game. Didn't shoot the ball the best. Missed six of his seven threes. I know in the first quarter, like when he first got in, he missed like probably 3 or 4 threes straight. So I was like, that was tough to see. But outside of that, he had a great game. I mean, like what you expect from from a Lonzo game, just controlling the floor, making the right passes, spacing out the floor, what I mean, and just conducting traffic essentially. Making sure guys are in the spot that they need to be in. Merrill can stroke that thing, pause, but like he can shoot that ball. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he shoots it. He shoots it.
Okay. So
Shoots it, bro.
Lonzo,
Bro,
I think
he shoots
Lonzo
it, bro. Bro, he shoots it.
he shoots it.
He shoots it,
He
bro.
shoots it.
Bro, he shoots that ball, bro.
So Lonzo, um, he didn't have the best shooting night, but at the same time, looking at his shooting, he was 1 for 7
Right.
because all of it was threes.
Yeah.
Lonzo did not take a shot that was not a three. That's something I want him
Yeah.
to work on. Like,
Yeah.
try to get in there. Pause. Um, get to your precision. You could shoot the mid range. You could go in for a layup.
Right.
Um, so I think that would. But as a floor general, I think it's really what helped them because that's his
Yeah.
bread and butter right there. Being that floor general, he had 6 assists, most on the team. Especially when the team right now, I think Lonzo's their only point guard. Um,
Mm, yeah.
so
I mean, they have Craig Porter. I don't know like I don't know if they see him as like I don't know if they see him as like a starter. But I see what you mean though. Like Lonzo was their only point guard today. I mean that because they only played Porter like 5 minutes or so. So he didn't really
yeah,
get that much playing time. So yeah, essentially, yeah, you're right. So essentially he was their only PG today. And I mean he did his job. But I mean, I'm
and
and oh no, go ahead.
And then Evan Mobley, like you were saying, did great. 22 points. He was 4 for 8 on threes, so 50% shooting on threes. Um, which does make me go back to something that we always say with the Cavs every single time:
Hmm.
the pairing of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Hmm.
Jared Allen this game was 4 points, 4 rebounds. For the money you're paying Jared Allen, and that pairing together, I just feel like you could get a different center and put
Mm.
him in there next to, if you really want to keep Evan Mobley in that power forward position, I
Hmm.
think you could save some money and try to get another center. Because Jared Adam plays that traditional center
Hmm.
role. And I think there's a few big men that could probably play that for a cheaper price than he does.
Yeah, probably for sure. And I mean, and I think also like to kind of combat that a little bit, like I don't know if they fed Allen as much as they could have, this game. There were a couple
Mhm.
mismatches, in the paint where, he may have had a smaller guard on him and or just had great positioning, for an inside pass. And I feel like Allen can make that play to where like if the defense collapses on him in the paint, like I feel like he can make that outlet pass to, the three or a cutter or something like that. Like I feel like he can make that pass. So I mean, I think they're probably gonna have to look for him a lot more. They're especially gonna need him without Garland. Like I
Yeah.
don't see like I mean if like who's gonna be that third option? Like are you gonna depend on Merrill to hit 5 threes every night? You know what I mean? Like are you gonna expect him to hit that every night? Like is he gonna get those opportunities on a night to night basis? Like I think you're gonna have to like Garland's averaged a double double before. So it's not like he can't score at all. I saw what they said, like he led the league in field goal percentage last year. So I mean he can be an efficient scorer, but you've got to give him those opportunities. And I mean, um, yeah, I think that's something he's gotta get involved more if they're gonna have a chance, especially without Garland, just from a production standpoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
that
mhm.
that kind of goes back to what I was saying. Like if they're gonna just treat him as that like traditional center role,
Ah,
and they're not gonna
okay.
look for him to give him the ball when he has mismatches and like that, then I think at that point you do have to like trade him away if you're not gonna use him as properly as he should be using it.
I
which
got you.
I don't know if maybe it was just because it was a 1 game sample,
Hmm.
or maybe not having Garland is probably hurting him because they don't have Garland to kind of find him in those positions. Maybe
Yeah, that's a good point too. I think it's both. But then I think also though, like, and I mean, I don't watch a lot of Cavs games, but even like from dating back to last year's playoffs, and even like, and even maybe some of the little bit amount of regular season games I saw last season, I don't think I remember Mobley like being that's this much on ball before, right? And he was doing a lot of shot creating, right? I mean, he took 18 shots, right? Allen only had 4 shots. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is going to get 20 attempts. That's a given. Okay, like that's
it
if
is what
it's
it
one
is.
thing he's going to do, what he was 12 for 25, whether he's 9 for 20 or he's 11 for 19, he's going to get his shots. If he's going to get at least a minimum 15 attempts a night, a minimum. So that's okay, right? But I mean, I don't recall Mobley being this much on ball, right? But I think even as Mobley, like you gotta think there's potential there with that big on big, like Mobley with the perimeter skills that Mobley has. I believe he can also pass the ball as well, right? So I mean, just even being able to collapse the defense when he's driving, and then just hitting Allen for even just a bounce pass post hook or a lob threat, something like that. So I think that'll be something. Hopefully that could develop, especially as Garland's out, for sure. Because I think that could be some potential as well. But Lonzo and Mobley, they look really good. I mean, it kind of reminded me of when Lonzo, he was him and Big O when they were like when Big O was kind of he was only a freshman, but I mean, I think like when Lonzo has an athletic big, like even like with Zion, like it was fun watching Lonzo and Zion, watching them build their chemistry a little bit. So I think Lonzo having an athletic big like Mobley, I think that there's some potential for that connection as well with him and Lonzo. But as an offense in total, like you got to get the big involved. Like you're gonna have to get the big involved, especially somebody as potentially impactful as Allen, who can like protect the rim and stuff. That'll even give him like more like motivation. Like you get him involved on the offensive end, like that'll even make a better your defense. You know what I mean? Just having that anchor, more. I don't want to say involved, but just like more just like, it'll give them more incentive to like, keep like, give that extra effort on the defensive end. So I think that'll be something to look out for sure.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. It's gonna be a lot of
So
yeah, there's some adjustments they gotta make.
nah, for sure. There are, but I'm curious though. I mean, I heard Shaq talk about it a little bit. Oh, did you say something?
No,
Oh, I heard Shaq talk about it a little bit too. Before I think it was. Oh yeah, it was halftime. Well, before I left, it was halftime. You know, and he was talking about kind of what I was thinking as well during the game. Like once Garland comes back, does like the aggressiveness that Mobley was playing with on the offensive end, that like you've kind of been waiting to see from him, right? And Garland, a 20-point scorer, very ball dominant, right? Like, does that change once he comes back? And like even as a coach in Kenny Atkinson, like what like put on if you could put on your coach's hat, like what direction would you go in? You know what I mean? Like yes, you did lose today. Like you lost by 8. You know what I mean? But like what are you thinking about? Like do you like this? Is this sustainable with how they use Mobley? Like is this a sustainable is this something that you could grow on?
I think it is something that you could grow on.
Okay.
Um, I don't. I think I feel like if it comes down to it,
Hmm.
the Cavs are always gonna pick Evan Mobley.
Okay.
I think I don't think the question has ever been of Mobley or Garland. I think the question has always been Garland or Donovan Mitchell
Ooh, talk
because they're
about it.
two small guards. And I
Agree.
don't think the NBA is at a place right now. where you could have two small guards at the front.
Right.
Um, so I think if the Cavs are going to analyze this, I think it's me, if I was the GM of the Cavs, I would
Right.
probably invest more in a Mitchell Mobley
Hmm.
than Garland Mitchell.
I'm actually glad you said that because that is something interesting. Because like with Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if he and I mean I don't want to put too I don't want to hype Lonzo. I mean, of course I want to hype players up. Like I don't want to hype Lonzo too much because like I don't want like he hasn't been like he's still getting back he's still getting his win back. Like he's been hurt the past couple years. So you wanna like just keep that momentum going, right? But even Donovan Mitchell, though, the point guards like he's kind of been matched up with, right? He's low key kind of built like a point guard, it's like you said, small guard essentially, right? But he's not a point guard in terms of play style, right? Like like he's gonna like I said, he's gonna get his 20 shots up. He's gonna score that ball. You know what I mean?
One way or
You know,
another.
efficiency or not, he's gonna score that ball. He's gonna the goal. His goal is to score, right? And like what kind of guard do you match up with a player like him, right? Because I mean, what is he? He's six. I feel like he's 6'3", maybe. Yeah, I mean, ESPN has him listed at 6'2". So yes, I mean, hey, 6'2". That's why. Hey,
Yeah.
is he really 6'2"?
I thought he was 6'3". That's
Hey, I seen him in person at the Miami Pro League, and he's not that like he's tall. I mean, 6'2" is tall, but like he's not like because he's listed as a shooting guard. So shooting guard, I feel like you think Anthony Edwards, like what, 6'5", maybe 6'6". Devin Booker, what, 6'4", 6'5". Like Devin Booker might be 6'6", actually. Who knows?
yeah, I think
Um,
that's tall.
but James Harden, you know what I mean? I mean, before they changed this list into point guard, I think he's
Yeah,
still
he's a
a
point
shooting
guard
guard.
man.
Yeah, I guess he's a point guard now. Whatever. What, 6'5", 6'6", who knows, 6'7"? Like so like Donovan Mitchell, with him being like a 6'2" shooting guard, essentially, right? Like what kind of point guard do you match up with him, right? Because the point off the top of my head, what I can remember is what the point guard that he's been with, what Mike Conley, Darius Garland, I don't know what was he Ricky Rubio with him in the Jazz? I think he was. Yeah, was he?
I think shortly,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, shortly Ricky Rubio. So Ricky Rubio, Mike Conley, uh, Darius Garland, um, yeah, I'm curious. I wonder what he could do with a tall point guard, and that's why I say I don't want to put too much on Lonzo, like because you don't want to expect Lonzo to be Chicago Bulls Lonzo. You know what I mean? Like you can't really expect that judging by like his like I mean like in terms of like a perennial like a maybe just games played like
First,
a 80
first,
like
first season, Lonzo
being
Ball with the
available.
Bulls.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, first season with the Bulls, like they were, third or fourth in the East, looking like potential championship contenders, and then, he gets hurt or whatever. But I mean, I feel like him having a tall guard, I think that'll be good for him, right? Because I mean, and but not specifically a tall guard, but a tall point guard though, like a tall point guard that could like kind of help him essentially just I don't know, just that because I mean him and Garland, like you said, like that's a very small backcourt. And I mean, I just don't know defense. And then you have a defensive minded, guard in Lonzo as well. So I think that makes it even better. So I mean, but the thing is
I
this oh no, go ahead.
I was like throughout the whole game, I wanted to see more lineup of Mitchell Ball playing
Yeah,
together, and I think I didn't get enough
agree.
of that.
Yeah. I think maybe they want to, bring Lonzo on slowly. I mean, 23 minutes is a lot. That's I feel like maybe they wanted to like push him to that 30, you know what I mean? But I mean, you want to like you want to just bring him on slowly, bring him along slowly. But I think there is some potential there. Cuz I mean, Lonzo seemed like he was playing well with Mobley. I mean, there's some potential there. You know what I mean? And I'm curious to see like what, like you said as well, like what him and Mitchell could look like. Because I think that'll be good for both. I think they can help each other out. You know what I mean? I think Mitchell needs like a tall point guard. Like he doesn't need a small guard because like essentially he's already a small guard. You know what I mean? So it's like, and he's not a point guard. So I think you need like a taller point guard that could set the floor, set the table, but then also like kind of add some height to that backcourt essentially. I think
Yep.
that'll be important. And I mean Lonzo could do that for sure. And I mean and I think and Lonzo will shoot better. I mean, of course, like he's not gonna shoot 1 for 7 every game. You hope not. But I mean,
He'll take
there
non-3-pointer shots, hopefully.
right? I mean, but also going back to like Chino Hills, UCLA, offensively, he's always been like a shooter though. Like, cause
Yeah,
I don't really,
he's always been a 3 and D, but I mean, you're gonna
yeah,
have to mix it up because then
yeah,
everybody's gonna expect it to just shoot threes at that point.
agree. Yeah, keep the defense honest. Yeah,
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
if he adds a little bit game of him driving a little bit more,
Mhm.
and then they're gonna close in, gives him a little bit more advantage to kick it out and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably something that's gonna happen over time for sure. And I'm curious, yeah, I mean, but can he do that though with Allen in the paint though?
Mm, true.
And I mean, I guess and how would they work around that? Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Allen. I haven't really seen him like attempt any threes like that. So I don't really know if he's like a stretch. But like when Dean Wade, like when guys are like Dean Wade are in the game, then you could do that. You could play him like that. You know what I mean? He could attack the floor. You surround him with Donovan Mitchell, surround him with Mobley, surround him with Dean Wade, and then Sam Merrill. Like, you know what I mean? You got like four guys that could hit a three, on around him, open up those lanes. So yeah, that'll probably be something, to look out for to see like if he's like still like if he's able to, drive the ball and, see how that happens. But I mean, but yeah, I mean Cavs, they should be all right, once Hunter comes back, curious to see what they're gonna look like with Garland. And I mean, even what are
But
those
Hunter,
rotations?
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
You got Hunter and Struce out. You know what I mean? So Struce a shooter, you know what I mean? And Struce had a good year last year, actually. So I
Yeah.
mean, they're missing some guys, but they should be solid though. I'd say maybe. I mean, it's hard to judge off one game, but just barring no injuries, I don't see why they're not. I feel like you could say anybody could be top five in the East at this point. With the way the East,
I
the way
mean,
the East.
they were pretty good last year.
Yeah,
They
they
just
were. They were.
fumbled in the playoffs, but
Yeah,
they were regular season. They were really good. So
yeah. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see how they do. Um, Knicks are looking good. I think they'll be good. Especially once Mitchell Robinson comes back. Expecting them to be a top five defense. Um,
hopefully they can keep it up, given the
yeah,
new pace of the offense.
yeah. No, for sure. I like it though. I like Brunson being able to play off ball, give him a little rest, you know what I mean, from the ball handling duties, and just let him be a scorer. Like just set him up to score, He doesn't have to always set himself up to score, you know what I mean? So I think that's good for Coach Brown to recognize that. And now, yeah, I mean he didn't shoot the ball the best, but I think that's just it's probably coming with the new role, I'm assuming. And I mean he'll have better games for sure. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you got on your
No,
NBA
not
compass?
right now. I wish these West Coast games were sooner
Oh,
time
I
for us
wish we
East
could
Coast people.
I wish we could be talking about the Mavs and the Spurs right now, but
Yeah,
that game probably not gonna end till like 11 or 12, like midnight.
yeah. It's gonna end at midnight. Gonna get to
Like
bed like
what?
4 a.m. having to wake up for work.
Uh, Cooper versus Wemby. Oh man, that's like, yeah, they got Cooper playing point guard too. That's wild.
Just crazy.
But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll leave all of our social medias in the bio. Well, yeah, in the bio. under well in the description. Any comments and comment anything you feel you liked, you didn't like. Any NBA prediction, NBA hot takes, whatever you got, and we're here. All right, we out.
Peace.